So hello guys and welcome, and today in this video we will be discussing about the various muscles which are causing movements at the various smaller joints of the fingers. I am Dr. Ankit, the professor of anatomy, and let's start the session. So guys, today we are talking about the joints of the fingers and the various muscles which cause the movements over there. These are the metacarpals and these are the proximal, middle and the distal phalanx. We are not including the thumb because there was a whole group of thenar muscles, so this is a separate topic. So these are the MCP joints, metacarpophalangeal joints. These fall under a variety of condyloid variety, having biaxial sort of movement. So there is flexion, extension also, and slight adduction, abduction also, and a bit of you can say rotation also. These two joints are the proximal and the distal interphalangeal joint. So this is proximal, that is distal interphalangeal joint. They are between the three phalanx. These are basically hinge variety which only causes flexion and extension. So these are uniaxial variety. Now let's take each joint separately. If you start with the MCP joint, the extension over here is done only by the extensor digitorum tendons. These are the extensor digitorum tendons. They extend the MCP joint. Then they insert over here in the proximal phalanx, and from here they have some expansions which are known as the dorsal digital expansions. So these are the dorsal digital expansion, which has a central slip and a collateral slip. Central slip will insert into the middle phalanx, and the collateral slips or the side slips they go to the distal phalanx. So that's a different thing. Understand the extensor digitorum only extends the MCP joint. Then which muscle will flex this joint? This is the lumbrical muscle which will arise from here. These are the FDP tendons. If you go to a previous video, you'll see over there how to test the FDS and the FDB muscles. So the FDP tendons, they give off lumbricals which actually come from the radial side and then they go from front to back. So basically these are lumbricals are flexing the MCP joint. So MCP joint flexion, lumbrical, extension, ED. And if you come to the PIP and DIP, and already in the previous video we have seen that the PIP flexion is by FDS, flexor digitorum superficialis or sublimis, and the DIP flexion is by FDP or flexor digitorum profundus. So here the things should be clear. While if you talk about extension over these two joints, the extension over these two joints is not done by ED. ED only does extension at the MCP. Then which muscle will cause extension over here? Is it lumbrical? Yeah, lumbricals might help, but the main muscle causing extension at the PIP and DIP is interossei. There are total around 7 interossei with the 4 dorsal and the 3 palmar interossei. These interossei actually inserts into these dorsal digital expansions or extensor digitorum expansions, and these spread over here, and these are the ones which will extend the proximal and the distal interphalangeal joint. So if you look over, understand over here that the interossei are basically supplied by the ulnar nerve, the deep branch of ulnar nerve. So if there is ulnar palsy due to any reason, then there is flexion of the interphalangeal joints. Understand this. And also there will be extension at the MCP, particularly these last two, because the lumbricals over here are supplied by the ulnar nerve. So that is also under palsy. So they are not able to flex the MCP. So there will be extension at the MCP, known as clawing of hand. Okay. This is how to summarize MCP: extension by ED, flexion by lumbrical; PIP flexion by FDS, extension by interossei; DIP flexion by profundus and extension by interossei. So I hope the information is useful to you guys. For more such information, log into the channel and look for more such videos. Thank you for your time.